Ladies and gentlemen, now for your official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 62.8. He's 25, stands 5'9". He fights out of Gym 01 and hails from Portsmouth, Owen, the comeback kid, Q. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighed in at 63. He's 20, stands 5'7". He fights out of Sheffield Shoot Fighters and hails from Sheffield by way of home Syria, Muhammad Imad Alewidat. Your referee, Mr. Simon Stadnitsky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is a 139-pound catchweight contest. Mo Alewidat fighting out of the blue corner, represents Sheffield Shoot. He's in the black and white Allure shorts as he takes on Gym 01's Owen Q. 2-6, 3-2-3, and is in those 8 fights. Last appearance was at Almighty Fighting Championship, was way back at Almighty Fighting Championships, number 13.
That was before I was going grey, that.
And just using that range to his advantage there in the first exchange.
Yeah, just leaving that chin hanging a little bit as he's throwing those strikes. But it's great to see Gym 01 back up here. It's a fair trek. They've got a solid gym. They always have done. They're always turning out good fighters. And it's just great to see them back in the building and performing again.
Yeah, we'll give a quick shout out to, of course, the home promotion for Gym 01, which is both shock and awe.
Yeah,
one of the best regional shows in the country.
Right
up there with here.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. It is, I think, the longest standing regional show in the country now. There might have been others that have had name changes or management changes, but Brian's been there for day one.
Yes.
And right now his fighter Q fighting at range very well.
Very well.
Nice right hand over the top.
But Alewidat just coming back with some shots and putting Q on the back foot. Q looking for the entry into the takedown. He's secured the leg, but his head's on the outside.
He's got squeeze those knees together now.
He's looking just at fingertip to grip her, but that's all it took.
And I was just going to make comment about like the build of Mo Alewidat, like that lower body. Those legs are massive.
Oh yeah, those legs are massive. Those hips are solid, and he's going to be difficult to move. But you know, he got his fingertips together, the Q, and got him down to the floor. And now let's see what he can do here.
Right now, it's controlling pressure.
That's it, just little strikes. Not doing anything daft to give up the position.
Yeah, and like as you say, finds the moment, chips away when he can.
That's it.
And he gets staying over top.
For the guillotine, he's got the arm in. Could switch to an anaconda das.
Was that a knee to the body?
That was a knee to that was three knees to the body.
3 knees to the body. Thank you very much, Gym 01, becoming my new favorite gym for this fight.
That's it. We'll let you get an autograph afterwards.
Absolutely. But staying relentless with the pressure at the moment, and Alewidat not capitulating, but having a hard time.
He is. He's not panicking right now. He's still very present and within himself, but he's within himself in a losing position right now.
And with only seconds left on our 23 seconds left on the clock. Is it a case of I'm just going to look to not take a lot of damage, see the round through, and try again for round 2?
Maybe just not have a lot of energy expenditure going in, you know, getting a head start on the rest, but beautiful work there by Q. And I think the beauty of what Q did in that round is he didn't connect to his man too much. When his man started to move, he just disconnected a little bit and stayed above him and allowed his man to move. When his man finished, clamped back down. Yeah. And that's a sign of experience. It's a sign of you know, somebody who's been in there quite a lot, who's got the mat time in. And it's definitely, you see these people and they cling to their opponent too much and they get swept easy. Yeah. You know, he was just riding his man, riding the waves. That takedown there, he literally does it. I think he got 2 fingertips together.
And then they just shucked out the hips. And again, he's got a bit of height, so
he does, yeah.
Got that little bit of leverage. And from here, again, knees to the body, top control was lovely. Thank you.
Beautiful, yeah. And then just rode his man back over, took half guard and finished strong.
Yeah. Yeah, about a clear 10-9 round as you're ever going to see, I think.
Oh, yeah, totally. Alewidat had a nice little burst in there before Q decided, right, I'm taking this to the floor. And I think outside of that little blitz from Alewidat, that were all Q. Again, just being patient, Alewidat on the back foot.
And again, I'm going to guess, you know, to the casual observer, if you went and looked at the record for Owen Q at 2 but then when you look more closely at that record, you realize he hasn't had an easy fight yet.
Wasn't there a guy from Jim Owen? I can't remember his name, but I think at amateur he lost about 5 or 6 on bounce, and then he's turned into one of the best pros in country. You know, this is it. It's work experience.
Yeah.
And I remember when I were down, I saw him at a show, and he told me that, and I was like, what? And he said like he were 0-5 or 0-6, and then he just went pro and changed.
Started smashing people.
Because he learned from every single one.
Yeah.
I might be corrected. I'm sure Brian will let me know if I am, but I can't remember his name for life in me. I get it in head too much.
So far this round, you know, Alewidat's managed to keep him off a little bit.
He has, but he's just been on the end of
that's
those strikes.
He hasn't been able to sort of set the tone or pace for the way he wants this fight to go.
Yeah, and he's backing up against that fence,
Yeah.
but he's throwing now because he's got no option but to throw. And Q just changes
Yeah, and
levels, drops to the legs, and he's got those hands locked up.
And now he's just going to
gonna
pull
sit
out
him
the
down
hip,
on
sit
his
him
butt.
down. I want to see, are we going to thank Khabib in a minute? Yes, we are. Thanks, Khabib. Lacing those legs.
Always lacing those legs.
But yeah, if he can keep the ankles and the feet up off the floor.
Yep. Just don't give him any base to kind of bridge or shrimp off.
And then just horrible smothering pressure.
That's it.
And again, I like the fact that every time he's not just going to grapple, he's looking to try and find where he can take the shot.
Yeah, he's not rushing, he's not being like...
Oh, I thought he almost going to step over there.
And you can just see Alewidat looking for the butterflies, but he can't get the right angle. Followed him round. Beautiful work there by Alewidat, but then Q jumps on the neck.
And again, use this to control, maybe spin around, take the back.
He could do, but there's a fence in the way, and it's a good place to get scraped off.
Again, you know, nice little knee to the body there. And another.
He got the memo.
He did. But again, it's just control, isn't it? It's pressure, it's control. It's just staying heavy on that head.
It's horrible when somebody, it looks like not much is going on in here, but you've got Alewidat there, and he can't get out.
No, and
it's suffocating.
And you're just being pushed and pressured to the floor.
That's it. And again, very much the story of round one.
Yeah.
You got Q keeping him up on the range of on the end of all those shots. When he's back at the fence, then he wanted to start throwing.
Yeah.
Did Alewidat. And the minute he started throwing, that was Q's Q to change levels and shoot in, because Alewidat wants to commit to those shots because he's a powerhouse. He's an absolute powerhouse. So he backs up and he thinks, I can't go back any further. I've got to throw. Throws. Q knows this. Drops the level. Takedown. Story of round one. Story of round two.
Absolutely. And I'm going to suggest, unless Alewidat finds something different to start around, that's the way the third's going to. Well, I think that's the way Owen Q wants the third to play out.
And I don't think Alewidat's. I've seen him fight. I don't think he's a bad fighter. I think he's just struggling with the range.
Yeah.
He throws, he's got short limbs and throws short shots.
Yeah.
With absolute monstrous power.
So he wants to be inside.
Yeah, but he can't, because everything that Q's doing is just coming down the middle.
Yeah.
Coming down the middle.
Heavy leg kicked open.
Just taking his base away a little bit.
You know, it's almost, is it almost time that we just bite down on the gum shield and try and bum rush Q? So you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think this is the point where you've just got to try something different. Throw something.
Well, he's backing his man up.
He is.
Q.
But again, I'd like to see Alewidat throw some straight shots because he's already at a range disadvantage. You know, everything he throws is looping, and it's naturally shorter as a looping shot.
Yeah, and if Q keeps using those range-finding techniques like the front teep up the middle.
Beautiful fake of the teep to the liver shot there.
Oh, nice.
Q's just putting him on him now. As long as he
he's
aware,
going forward,
stays within himself. You know, there's always upsets in MMA, but right now he looks on top of his game.
Yeah, it's going to take something special.
Yeah, and I don't think that this is not, you know, a slagging contest against Alewidat. Alewidat could be fighting well, he could be well prepared, but Q looks like he's having the fight of his life right now.
Well, yeah, he just seems to have the answer. Whatever questions being asked of him, he has the answer for. And again, is he going to try and spin around onto the back, or is he going to? He's been quite happy, just sort of this position, holding, pressuring.
And you see the arm creeping through there, and he's just taking the grip.
And then
looking to transition to the back, but Alewidat just sits the hip to the floor, which stops that. So Q goes,
all right, I'll punch you.
There you go, take some of these. He's constantly threatening with that chin strap. That chin strap is a great control. You know, instead of having the hands locked in a DAS position, just taking that chin strap, you can switch from sub to striking so easy.
On the side now really starting to let go, that body lock. No.
There you go. He loves you. He loves you.
I might have to ask for an autograph. But again, I like the fact he stays busy. He doesn't just sort of ride and control. When he sees the opportunity to take a shot, he'll take it.
That's it.
Big hammer fist. And again, just horrible heavy control.
Yeah, and not everything's 100% all the time. No. He's just like, I'm going to hit you here, I'm going to hit you here. When I see the space, he's going to drop a little bit more in. The arm's through. The arm is through. He's got the DAS choke. But if he doesn't get the
15 seconds to
bottom,
work.
That's it. You can see him just holding on. Just holding on. He doesn't need to really pressure this right now.
No, I mean, you're going to see the end of the round out, holding on to potentially a fight-ending choke. But it's going to control the round.
Yeah.
Someone would say, well, it might not have ended. Well, it might not have, but it did.
Yeah, that's it.
Clearly and in control. And you can see the frustration on Mo Alewidat's face. But every fight this kid has, he gives everything he's got.
He does.
And you can't ask an athlete to do more than that. You can't ask a fighter to do more than that.
It was Q's night tonight.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you can look in there and go, oh, he won, he lost. But being a fighter myself, sometimes you can be in the best of shape, but it's just someone else's night.
And let's also remember, 2-6, 8-fight experience. This is the 9th fight. 0-2, 3rd fight. 66% more fights.
Oh,
yeah, that experience does make a difference. And it kills me when I see athletes. I know they're disappointed and upset, but good God, he put in 3 hard rounds.
Yep.
Against a guy with 3 times more experience.
Yep. But it's not
and he
over.
still walked out.
I lost nearly 10 fights back-to-back, mate, and now look at me.
Amen. Amen.
Just don't give up.
Well, let's turn this over to Mr. Sefcon. He'll make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27, declaring your winner in the red corner, Owen, the Comeback Kid Q. Please show your appreciation for Muhammad Alewidat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a 15-minute interval. Grab yourself some food from down there. Grab yourself some drink from the bar. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Thank you.